Hey guys, and welcome back to Atlas the Nomadic Dog. Today we're gonna talk about Lake Como and whether it's dog friendly. So we traveled there not too long ago with Atlas, and we actually loved it, and Atlas really loved it. So what is it that he loved about it? First of all, there's water fountains everywhere. And he loves to play in the water, as you might already know. So even though we were there in the summer and it was hot, he would cool down and play and have fun with the water everywhere we went. So heat was not an issue at all, actually. We actually experienced that the ferries in Lake Como are really dog friendly, which is really good. We had to wear a muzzle on Atlas. I think it was because of the size. And I know that some speedboats have different rules and some might not let dogs on at all. But generally the ferries do. So that meant that we could travel from town to town over on a ferry, which was really nice. Number 3. There are plenty of green spaces around Lake Como. Parks and also the lakefronts are really nice. And Atlas loved playing around in the parks and also walking on the lakefronts where there would be like ducks and otters. We even saw otters, remember that, Atlas? And he really enjoyed seeing all the wildlife and also, of course, being able to jump in the water where it's possible. But we also found a lot of dog parks, which were really cool places where he could meet other dogs, but also run freely. And to be honest, we spent most of his time in Spain. And coming to Italy and to Lake Como and realizing like how educated Italian dog owners are compared to here. Like it was really nice. Like they were respectful and they asked if they could have the dog in there when you were in the dog parks before they actually came in and let their dogs loose. So we felt like it was a really safe and nice space to have Atlas, which was really, really nice. So he absolutely loved it. Around Lake Como, there are so many hiking routes. We went there in the summer, so it was too hot to go hiking in the mountains, but we definitely want to go back. And I think it's just like endless hiking routes that this bugger here will love, and I think most dogs will enjoy that. Number 5, most of the palaces around Lake Como, they're actually dog friendly. Not inside, but the gardens. So you can take your dog into the gardens to palaces like Villa Carlotta, Villa Monasterio, and so on. So it's really nice. We didn't do it with Atlas though. The reason why we didn't do it is that we were on such a budget when we were there, so we couldn't afford to go in, both of us. And we just wanted to go in so that we could actually get content out of it. So I was mostly the one going inside, and Mohammed was waiting outside with Atlas. But next time we go, we will definitely have a better budget, and we will take this little bugger into the gardens because I think it's a really nice thing that you can do together with your dog in Lake Como. Number 6. There are actually a few dog-friendly beaches in Lake Como. You need to Google it to figure out where you can take them, because around Lake Como, as it is in most of Italy, there's a lot of lidos, which are basically private beaches that you have to pay to get inside. And I heard rumors about dog lido too, actually. Which is supposed to be really nice. I know someone that went there a few years back, but I couldn't find information about it now, so I'm not sure if it's still open. But if it is or not, there are still other dog-friendly beaches around the lake that you can take your dog so that you can go swimming together. Number 7. The cafes and restaurants in Lake Como are generally quite dog-friendly. Now we went there in summer again, so we always sat outside. So a lot of places probably won't let you take them inside. But the fact that there are plenty of sitting spaces outside where you can have your dog, and they often even bring out water, and they're friendly. Some of them have some dog treats that they give them. So it was really nice. If you stay in a hotel in Lake Como, there are also a lot of dog-friendly options. We mostly stayed with Atlas in the van, but some nights we took in at hotels too. And to be honest, there are plenty of options that are dog-friendly around the lake in all different price ranges. And whether you want to stay in a luxury hotel or rent an apartment or a villa or just stay in a budget-friendly place, there are options where you can have your dog. Number 9, there are cable cars and funiculars around Lake Como, and they are actually dog-friendly. For once, we went up from Como to Brunate, and the cable car, the funicular there, it was actually free to take him up, which was really nice, and he loved it. Right at last, summing up, Lake Como is super dog friendly. The only places that you probably can take a dog is like inside the palaces, not the gardens, but inside. Inside the castles and obviously supermarkets and places like that. Even though if you have a smaller dog, they might be easier on you. So if you can carry your dog or put it in a purse or something, like a tiny dog, a lot of places will be nice and say that you can go in anywhere. So if your dog is small, it's always worth to ask. But if you have the size of Atlas or bigger, then obviously the restrictions are gonna be bigger as well. But altogether, like Atlas had a blast. Like it wasn't a day that he didn't have fun and played and enjoyed it, and especially with the water fountains and yeah. But yeah, I definitely recommend going to Lake Como if you're traveling with your dog. Make sure you like and subscribe so that you can follow more of Atlas's dog travel recommendations. Adios!